No longer accept you making a decision and us having to deal with it. It is not appropriate. It does not foster trust. It does not foster community working together. It continually divides and raises the level of mistrust that we have across the board of this department and how it carries out its agenda. And I'm not your enemy, I am your partner. And I do everything possible to support and ensure that the department has my support where that support is appropriate and where the decisions make sense. But I will not and cannot stand here and applaud the decision to phase out a school that has demonstrated significant progress over the course of the last 3 academic years and not allow it to continue.
Under the current closure proposals, there are inconsistencies within the department's own measurement standards that we believe require further review. Alfred E. Smith received a C 3 consecutive progress reports, and in the educational impact statements for Alfred E. Smith, it stated that after consultation with internal stakeholders, the DOE determined that Alfred E. Smith had not made significant progress for its students and proposed the school's phase out and eventual closure. The educational impact statements mention a conversation with internal stakeholders, but nowhere in those statements are those stakeholders identified, nor is the content of their conversation described. Further, it seems it was these very conversations that led to the decision to propose closure. We want the Department of Education to identify who were the internal stakeholders referred to in the educational impact statement. We want to know what they discussed and how they came to the recommendation for closure. This is critical information for all of us to have. Among the schools slated for closure, there also seems to be a disconnect between the statements and ratings and the quality reviews of these schools versus the recommendation for closure. To use Smith as an example, in the last 3 recent quality reviews, 2006-2007, Smith scored a proficient rating. 2007-2008, Smith scored a well-developed rating. 2008-2009, once again, proficient on its quality review. I'd like to read a quote from the recent review, from the most recent quality review. The school offers its students a pleasant and peaceful environment for learning, with popular, good quality, specialized, hands-on program within the career and technology classes. Students work hard at subjects they enjoy and consequently make good progress. The administration has developed good practice in collecting and using student information to improve instruction and progress in attendance, English language arts, math, and social studies. Once again, you can see our question. This does not match up. These comments and these ratings do not match up to a decision to close the school.
To continue closing schools that are a majority of these schools that he's closing are in minority neighborhoods. And this is a big concern for him because it makes it appear as if the parents are not going to get up and fight for their school. That's what they want. They want silence. But I'm so glad that I see such an amount of enthusiasm, not only from the parents, but also from the students. And this is what we need to continue seeing. And that's not what we need. We need to start opening our mouths and start telling the chancellor no more. Because the senator...
When I started here in 2003, 11% of the students who took the Math A exam passed the exam. 11% in 2003. Less than 1% of the students who took the Math B passed the exam. Fast forward a year later, using the same standards set up by the New York State Education Department, we made AYP in mathematics. 1 year later, AYP, adequate yearly progress in mathematics.
I will speak on behalf of the Automotive Career and Technical Education Program. Currently, our automotive program ranks among the top in the nation. We are certified in ATEC, ASE, and AYES, Auto Youth Educational Systems. We are affiliated with NADA, the Greater New York Auto Dealers Association, and manufacturers including BMW, Toyota, Nissan, Lexus, Acura, and Chrysler. We have affiliation with post-secondary institutions, Lincoln Tech, Ohio Technical College, Universal Technical Institute. We compete in the auto competition at the Javits Center, which provides $40,000 to $80,000 in scholarships, as well as a variety of tools and equipment to our students.
Rosa Parks is known as the mother of the civil rights movement. She was told back in the 1950s by the powers that be that you don't have the right to sit in front of the bus. You don't have the right to be respected. You don't have the right to be honored. You don't have the right to have dignity. Get to the back of the bus. You know what she said to them? She said the same thing that we're saying to the closure of Alfred E. Smith. She said no. The civil rights issue of our generation is, who has the right to be trained? Who has the right to be skilled? Who has the right to be compensated based on that skill set?
When I came in here and I sat down, I was looking at the presentations of the students, and at the end of the credits it said, phasing out the schools and educational injustice. Now, that's not what it is. It's a crime.
Yeah! This school has laid the foundation for many of our plumbers, contractors, architectural engineers, and automotive technicians in and outside of the tri-state area. Students at Alfred E. Smith High School not only graduate with an academic diploma, but they leave our institution with New York State certification in their trade area. These skills have made our students marketable in a nation with a faltering economy. While so many have found themselves desperately seeking job opportunities since September 11th, the education that our students receive has prepared them to face these challenges.
I saw a sign somewhere around here that reads, Smith helped build Yankee Stadium. I'm also living proof of that. I worked at the stadium from February 23rd, 2007 until July 16, 2008. However, without Smith, none of that would have been possible. So if your opinion is that the kids in this community aren't meeting the needed grades, just imagine what the future generations will turn out to be like if you rob them of the technical programs that keep them motivated to want to make something out of themselves when they enter the adult world.